60-minute Hatha yoga class. So this is a Hatha flow class. I'm going to say, have a block with you on this class, just because I want to make sure that we can go through some of the postural alignments of the practice, but really don't worry if you don't have one. It can be good to have 2 blocks perhaps, but I'm just going to keep one for today. But if you do feel like you need them, always have blocks to hand. They come in so handy wherever you are in your practice, because we're really trying to work into the alignment of the body, and sometimes it just comes down to perhaps we've got longer arms and longer legs, or longer legs and longer arms. There can be so many factors which come into play, and every single one of us is different physically as well as all the other counterparts. So it's really good just to have these little tools here to help with the alignment. So when you're ready, we're going to get started in a seated position. Have your block. If you have it, great. If you don't, great. It's your practice, remember. Just listening to your body. I just want us to have a block because I want you to keep your natural spinal shape. So finding that seat, get your fusses, get your fidgets out the way as much as you can do. Perhaps even force them out to let yourself really breathe into your space today. And then start by elongating your spine. So pressing gently your bottom into the floor or your block, and then stacking vertebrae on vertebrae. Perhaps roll the shoulders back, bring the shoulders back a little bit so you can feel that spine. Lift your chin up for this one a little bit. Keep the eyes closed if you can, to feel that gaze coming in between the eyebrows. Soften your face. Being aware of everything that's going on around you. Don't pretend you're in some cave in the Himalaya, living some monk existence. Be really clear on where you are. And it's okay to be where you are. All the noises, all the sounds, all the vibrations, being aware of it. Become aware of if your palms are facing down, if you need a little bit more grounding, or if you want to turn them up, if you want to receive more energy. Just being aware of how to play with that too. Breathing is in and out of the nose. Eye gaze is, with your eyes closed, is between that space and between your eyebrows, so directing the energy to that gland. Soften your jaw. Try to allow your jaw to hang gently, not forcing it, not ripping it. And then slowly start bringing that awareness into what's going on inside you, into your physicalities today. So into your breath, into your body, the emotional body, the physical body, all of the bodies, all of the sheaths that make up you. Inhale, breathing, reach your arms out wide, extend through your fingers, perhaps puff up your heart, look up. Exhale, breathing, curl around, give yourself a really big hug. Squeeze it in, chin to chest, give yourself some love, not forcing it, just accepting it. Especially for these first ones, allowing the body to just open gently. Inhale, open up wide again, reach through your fingers, feel into your fingertips. Exhale, curl around, opposite elbow on top. Really find that curling sensation. Arch through the back, chin to chest. Breath soft, mind soft, let it all go. Life is always going to be complicated. It's always going to have stuff going on. Can you bring that awareness deeper into your breath? Inhale, open up your arms wide. Exhale, opposite elbow on top. This time, see if you can reach a little bit more. Doesn't matter if you can't. Drop the head, reach through the back of the neck. Feel into that space between the back of the neck and the head. And see if you can just send that a little bit more love. Last one, inhale, reach it out, make it count. Exhale, curl and round, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You Inhale, breathing, reaching out through your fingers. Exhale, bring your hands up towards the sky. Inhale, stay here. Press the palms together, draw the elbows in. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Press the hands together, bow the chin to the chest. Fill into the palms, fill into the breath. I'm wishing you the most beautiful of practices today. Inhale, breathing, reach your hands up high. Exhale, breathing through center line, bring the hands to the floor, walk your fingertips forward and just breathe into your lower back. Don't force it, don't go to somewhere where you're not comfortable. Just take a breath here, drop your head. And then slowly walk the fingertips back in, pull center, bring the hands down to either knee, evenly, and do some nice big circles, just warming up through your spine, chin in. Find that space. Breathing into it. Change the direction of your circles. Just feeling into your spine. Just taking it into where you need to. Creating connection between breath and movement. Or being aware that there is a connection between breath and movement. And then slowly come back to center, elongate your spine once again. Feel into that reaching through the crown of the head. And then inhale, breathing, reach your hands out. Bring your hands up. This time interlock the hands. Draw the hands up towards the sky, chin down, and then draw to the left and right a few times. Just warming up a little bit through the side body. Don't force it, just feel into it. Going, ooh, hello, side body this morning. Really great for releasing energy, opening it up. So often we forget about the lateral line. Come back through center, squeeze the elbows together, and then exhale, breathing, reach the hands forward. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, curl forward. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, release, 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 release. Bring your bum down to the floor. Release your block. Bring your hands down and step it back. Coming into a tabletop position. Keep your toes tucked perhaps. Press down through the inner palms. Inhale, lift up to cow pose in your own time. Exhale from the coccyx, curl around the spine, chin to chest. Press down through the knees and the hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, round, round, round. Little bit different this time. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. Draw the bum back towards the heels. Exhale, curl and round. Go a bit deeper. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, round, round, round. Inhale, use the breath. Find the space. And then inhale, lift, lift, lift. Lift up and back. Come into a downward facing dog. Pedal out. Find your space. Come into stillness when you're ready. And let's take a big cleansing breath today. Release anything which feels stuck and stale right down there in your belly. Take a big deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. One more, just like that. Take a slow, deep inhalation in. Exhale, release it out. Inhale, breathing, lift the right leg up. Bend the right knee, make some nice big circles with that right knee. Just find a bit of space. Change the direction, go the opposite way. And then inhale, breathing, reach the right leg up. Squeeze the right knee in. Exhale, extend the right leg back. Inhale, high on the left toes, squeeze the right knee in. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, squeeze the right knee in towards the nose, press the right foot down, bring the left knee down. Inhale, lift the right hand up. Do a few big wide circles with that right hand, just warming up into the right shoulder. And then inhale, reach up through the right fingers. Suck the belly in, make sure the belly is not resting onto that right thigh. And then slowly bring the right hand back. Opening up more through the shoulder. Breath soft, squeeze the inner thighs together and left hand plants down. Don't force it and just breathe into it. Feel like there's a bit, somebody's hand is pressing the right hand down towards the left. And then slowly come back to center. Right hand comes down. Inhale, squeeze the inner thighs together. Reach up through the fingers. Chin up. Suck the belly in. Reach out through your fingers. Draw the shoulders down. And come back to the breath. Squeeze it all in. And then slowly release. Bring the hands back down. Step the right foot back. Coming back to your tabletop position. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl around. Inhale, lift the gaze. Tuck the toes. Exhale, curl around. Inhale, lift the gaze. Bring the bum back towards the heels. Exhale, curl around. One more like that. Inhale, cow pose. Lift it up. Bring the bum back. Exhale, curl and round, come back to center. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the knees downward, facing dog. Coming back to our stillness when we're ready. Get your fusses, get your fidgets out the way. It's okay, we all do it. Just being aware of it. Suck your belly in, press down through the fingers, and then inhale, lift the right leg up. Left leg comes high, sorry. Reach it up, bend into the left knee, make some big wide circles. Just say good morning, good evening, hello, left hip. Change the direction, go the opposite way. And then bring that left leg back, come up high onto the right toe, squeeze the left knee in. Exhale, bring it back, right heel down, left leg high. Inhale, lift the right heel, bring the left knee in towards the nose. Exhale, bring it back. This time stepping it through, come up high onto the right toe, squeeze the left knee through the nose, flex the foot, bring the left foot down, bring the right knee down, suck the belly in, inhale, lift up to a low lunge. Keep reaching up through the fingers, bring the right hand down to the floor, and then do those big wide circles again through the left hand this time. Just opening it up. Being really gentle with that left shoulder, not trying to force it, just being aware that you want to create a bit more space into the shoulder girdle. And then inhale, lift up through the left fingers, press down deeply with the right hand, suck the belly in, keep drawing that left knee in towards the chest as the left hand lifts up, open through the chest, suck the belly in, find more twist, and then slowly bring that left hand more over towards the right, opening deeper into that shoulder. Not forcing, just expanding. Come back to the breath. Eye gaze is as comfortable as you feel. So if the neck feels really tight, keep the eye gaze down. If it feels okay, look towards the left. And if you're feeling really open in the neck, looking up towards the sky. And then slowly change, left hand reaches, left hand down, suck the belly in, squeeze your pelvic floor and rise to a low lunge. Just coming back to the breath, finding that space, expand through your fingers really wide, and palms face together. This time make some fists with the hands and do some nice big circles with the wrists, just warming them up. being really aware that we want to take nice, gentle care of our wrists. Change the direction, go the opposite way. Remember to smile if the balance isn't there. Then reach up through the fingers, bring the hands down to the floor. Step the left foot back, coming back to our cat-cows. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, turn round. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Tuck the toes under. Inhale, lift the gaze. Bring the bum back to the heels. Exhale, curl around. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lift knees down, dog. Find your balance. Find it, shake it out, do what you need to do. This is your practice, no one else's. Press down through the hands. Inhale, breathing, lift the heels, bend the knees, and slower than you want to, walk to the top of your mat. Feeling into all of your feet muscles. You can step just on your tippy toes. You can bring all of your foot down. And then once you've got to that top space of the mat, feet about hip width apart, you can allow your hands to rest. Really have a generous bend into the knees and drop your head down. You can sway it out if you want to. Just release a bit more tension, or perhaps you just need some stillness today. Drop the head down, keep that bend into the knees, and then sucking the belly in, slowly rise up to stand. Roll the shoulders back. Feeling into your mountain pose. Fingers face forward, weight back into the heels, suck the belly in. Come back to your breathing. Inhale, breathing, reach your hands up towards the sky. Hold on to the left wrist with the right hand. And then gently pull yourself over to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Just opening out. And then come back to center. Your option to keep the legs apart or bring the legs together. Big toes touch, ankles squeeze. Weight back into the heels wherever you are. Reach the hands back. Inhale, lift up, exhale, come over towards the right. Chin up, suck the belly in. Bend over towards the right side, just feeling into that right side body. Use the breath, not forcing, just opening. Perhaps bringing the left shoulder forward a little bit, the right hip forward a bit. Chin up, and then slowly come back to center. Switch over the hands, left hand reaches for the right wrist, and again just come left and right a few times. Such a wonderful stretch. One of the best ones for waking up through the side body. Bring the weight back into the heels. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend over towards the left side this time. Suck your belly in. Bring the weight back into the heels. Chin up and just fold. Soft breath, soft mind. Find that space. Knees back. And then slowly come back to center. Take your time. Release the hands down by the sides of the body. Perhaps roll through the shoulders a few times. Go, ooh, I feel that perhaps. Bring the hands to the lower back. Squeeze the elbows in. Bring the weight back again. And then press your hips forward while the weight is back into the heels. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, bend back to standing backward bend. So don't take it too deep. Go through all the stages. So looking back first, drop the head back, lifting up and then pressing the hips forward. Don't force into pain. Use your hands to support the lower back. And then slowly come back to center. Keep the hands onto the hips. Bend the knees. Bring the hands down to the floor. Head down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, left foot back, plank, pose. Find that plank position, reach through the crown of the head, suck the belly in, press the heels away from you. Bring the knees down to the floor. Keep the elbows in as you lower your whole body down. Untuck the toes, press the feet into the earth, elbows in. Inhale, lift up. Use your eye gaze, press your hips down, squeeze the inner thighs together. Exhale, forehead down, let it go. Press down through the hands, straight back into your downward facing dog. Find your stillness as soon as you can. Come back to the breath. Whew. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Bend into the right knee this time. Try to keep the shoulders square. And then come up high onto the left toes. Bring the right knee forward. Step the right foot forward. Press down through the left hand. Inhale, lift up through the right fingers. Suck the belly in. Come back to the breathing. And then slowly release, bringing the right hand down. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Use your hands to the shins. If you want to, if that doesn't feel comfortable, you can bring your hands to a block as well. Suck the belly in, reach through the crown. Exhale, fold down with the knees bent or straight. Inhale, slowly rise up to stand. Reach up through the fingers. Exhale, bring the hands back to the heart. Let it go. Hands down by the sides. Left side, inhale, reach up through the fingers. This time you can come into Kala Mudra if you want to, releasing the index fingers or the rest across. Otherwise, hold on to the left wrist again. Inhale, lift out of the waist. Exhale, bend over to the right side. Half the time, double the effort, weight back into the heels, press the right heel down, press the left heel down, lift up through the waist, and then come back to center. Inhale to the left, reach up, exhale over, weight back, press down through the left heel, press down through the right heel, find more space, press the hips out to the right. And then come back to center, hands to the lower back, elbows in. Press your hips forward. Inhale, lift your chest to the sky and drop your head back. Find the space, use your eye gaze, don't push into pain, but as much as you can, press your hips forward, lift your heart up, come back to the breath. And then slowly come back to center. Chin comes in last. Hands to the hips. Inhale. Come up, out, forwards and down. Bring the weight forwards. Hands can come to the floor. If they feel like a million miles away from the floor, you can bring them to the shins. You can bring them to the ankles. You can bring them to blocks. So finding that length. So rather than curling and rounding and trying to get in, can you find length through your spine? So sucking your belly in, reaching through the crown, pinching your shoulder blades together and lifting, thinking of like a cow pose through your spine a little bit. If you want to find more length. And then inhale, suck the belly in, lift up, keeping that belly sucked in and that spine long. Can you fold down? Use the blocks. Use your hands if you need to, and just try to fold forward, taking as much rounding out of the upper spine as you can. And if you're really deep in it, you can hold on to the ankles, hold on to the toes, bring the weight forward wherever you are, press the kneecaps back, suck your belly in, squeeze your inner thighs together. And then slowly change. Inhale, lift up halfway. Jump, step or hop. Back to plank pose. Suck the belly in, weight forward, shoulders over the wrist. Press down through your hands. Bring your knees to the floor gently. Elbows in as you lower your torso to the floor. Untuck the toes. Forehead down, elbows in. Inhale, lift up to low cobra. Lift the eye gaze, lift the hands, Press your feet down, lift up. Soft face. Exhale, forehead down. Press down through the hands. Downward facing dog. Back to the breath. Take your time. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. Bend the left knee, open into that left hip. Really press down through the left hand so that the balance is happening really evenly. Come up high onto the right toes. Bring the left knee around and in. Step the left foot forward to the front of your space. Press down through the right hand. And if this isn't feeling attainable, use your block and lift up through. Pressing the hand down into the block. So if you feel just too tight in the twist, always use the block to find that space. So just reaching it up. Find that left. Suck the belly in. Keep lifting, keep lifting, keep lifting up. And then slowly changing when you're ready. Inhale, weight forwards. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, bend knees, rise to stand, reach up through your fingers. Exhale, hands to the heart, let it go. Back to Tadasana, let it go for a second, just breathe into your space, breathe into your body. Reach your hands open, palms face forwards, ready to receive. And then chair pose, bend knees, reach your fingers to the floor, squeeze your inner thighs together. If you can, reach up through the fingers. Sit down nice and low, bring the hands back. Bring the hands forward. Bring the hands back. Bring the hands forward. Last time, reach the hands back. Interlock the hands, open a bit more through the shoulders. Sit down a little bit deeper. Weight in the heels, perhaps lift the toes up. And then straighten into the legs. Keep that grip as you swan dive forward over the legs. Bring the hands overhead. Weight into the toes, belly sucks in. And then bend back into the knees if you can. Go straight back into your chair pose variation. Arms away from the body to intensify. And then inhale, release. Hands up, hands down. Step back to plank pose. Find your plank. This time use your knees or not. Challenge yourself if you can. Lower down nice and slowly to the floor with control. Elbows stay in. Body doesn't collapse, so just don't banana shape drop your hips first down. Inhale, breathing. Low cobra. Press down through the feet, lift the eyes. Exhale, forehead down. Interlock the hands behind you. Opposite thumb on top, so less dominant thumb. Draw the hands back. Inhale, lift the eye gaze up. Find the eye gaze, bring the hands back, soften your face. And then slowly release. Forehead down, hands come down, either side of you. Press down through the hands, downward facing dog. Taking your time, it's okay if I'm going too fast. Just breathe into it, don't worry. This is your practice. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Bend the right knee, square off through the shoulder. Come up high onto the left toes. Step the right foot forward. Suck your belly in. Inhale, lift up to a high lunge. So reach up through your fingers, shoulders down, suck the belly in. So lower ribs are pressing down, upper abdomen is pressing up, really strong through the core. Reach up through the fingers. And then exhale, breathing, open it up, warrior two. Reach it up, suck the belly in, being really strong through the support, really thinking about that core. Inhale, reach the right hand forward, reverse your palm, reverse the warrior shape. Bring the right hand overhead. See if you can sit down a little bit deeper. Draw that left knee back. soft breath, soft base, and then slowly change. Calm through center, right forearm to right thigh, left hand overhead. Reach it up. Square off through the shoulders, so 2 shoulders in one line, 2 hips in one line, and if you want to go deeper, bring your eye gaze towards your left finger. And now, if you want to stay here, you can. If you want to try using a block, you can. You can bring your hands to a block and reach the hand overhead if you want to. But don't force it. It's okay if that doesn't feel good in your body. And then slowly change. Come back to your warrior 2, but now with a straight leg. Trikonasana. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, reach forwards. Turn the palms. Windmill the arms. Use your block. So don't worry, a block is always better than holding onto it. So find out where that place you need it. Try the high setting first. And if that feels okay, going on to a lower setting, just breathing into it. This is a wonderful posture for alignment. So thinking of the energy, straight lines pointing in every direction. So spine straight, arms straight, legs straight, everything pulling away from the middle line of the body. Keep lifting up and then slowly change. Bend back into the right leg, bring both hands to the floor, step the right foot back, come back to your plank, and then slowly lower down with control. Untuck the toes, inhale, lift up your low cobra. Exhale, forehead down. Interlock the hands behind you. This time, inhale, lift everything off the floor. Eye gaze up, legs strong. Reach through the toes, reach through the eyes. And then exhale, forehead down. Let it all go. You can look to the right if you want to, just let it go. And then change it, look over towards the left, just to create that balance through the neck. Last side, let's do it. Inhale, breathing your journey, your route up to downward facing dog. Take your time, use what you need to do. Shake it out, whisper, do it, make this practice your own. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Bend the left knee, open into that left hip. Come up high onto your right tippy toes. Bring the left foot forward, step it forward. Prepare for your high lunge. So squeezing everything in as you rise up. Expand through the fingers, suck the ribs in. Press the right heel away from you. Find your yogi smile if you can, and then inhale, open up through the fingers, warrior 2. Shoulders down, shoulders back, sit down a bit deeper. And then inhale, reach the left fingers forward, reverse your warrior. So thinking about opening up all through the left side of the body. Eye gaze can be towards the left middle finger if that feels okay. Otherwise, keep it up, keep it down. Thinking about your neck. Sit down a bit deeper. Inhale, come back to center. Left forearm to left thigh. Inhale, right hand overhead. Reach the right fingers from the right outer edge of the foot. Stack the right ribs on top of the left. And then your option to stay there. Again, option to use your block. Use the floor if you want to. Lift the right hand overhead. Go a bit deeper into the hips, into the legs. Really strong foundations. And then slowly come back up. Trikonasana. Hands reach apart, shoulders down. Suck the belly in, lift up out of the waist. Keep that right hip back as you reach the left hand forward. You can use the right hand if you want to. Turn the palms, windmill the arms. You can bring the hand to your block if that helps you. This posture especially loves blocks. It's one of those ones that really does help with the alignment. So if you haven't tried it before, I really recommend that you do, wherever you are in your practice, because we can often feel like we know everything. Oh no, I have it. When really we don't. The advanced practitioner of yoga uses props because he understands that there's no such thing as really perfect alignment on your own. You need a bit of assistance. Keep lifting up. We all do, wherever we are in our practice, because our bodies are just literally need to come into alignment. And sometimes we just don't have the exact proportions. I don't know anyone who does. Come back up halfway, and then bring the hands to the floor. Step the left foot back. Plank pose. Bring your knees to the ground. Come to sit at the back of your space. Close down your eyes. Allow your palms to rest. Spine long. Focus back in on the breath. Close down your eyes as you can. Just feel into your space. Feel into your body. Feel into that vibration. How do you feel differently? Where do you feel it? Option to finish out your practice with a traditional Savasana, laying down on your mat, giving yourself a few minutes, setting a timer perhaps, so that you know that you've got a couple of minutes for yourself. Option to finish in a meditation. If you don't have time, that's cool, I understand. But really do try to give yourself a few minutes, moments, whatever you have available here. Soften your shoulders, keep softening the breath, and allow your mind to be as gooey as can be. Hands to the heart.